Talk more about this now with the editor-in-chief of The Hill, Bob Cusack. Bob, it's good to see you. Today's testimony, obviously the most significant to date. How much do Republicans need Hunter Biden to either reveal or accidentally say something incriminating for them to have any shot of moving this thing forward?
Yeah, it's a big day for Republicans and Hunter Biden, but they do need to find out something, some type of smoking gun. They were relying on an FBI informant. He recently got indicted for allegedly lying to federal officials. Hunter Biden, it's gone back and forth of whether he would do this, and finally he is doing this after the House formally launched an impeachment inquiry. So I think you're going to see a lot of non-answers. Remember, Hunter Biden has been indicted, so I think he's going to be taking the fifth in a number of cases. We're going to see, because apparently a transcript is going to be coming out at some point. But this is a big day because House Republicans need to get this investigation back on track.
Yeah, you talk about that back and forth there. I was going to ask you, it's been such a tug of war for so long about whether or not he would testify openly behind closed doors. Why do you think he ended up agreeing to today?
Well, listen, I think when he showed up at the hearing, I think that move backfired. Democrats were not pleased with that, and obviously that takes away from the president's reelection bid. So, Hunter Biden is not exactly a sympathetic figure, let's face it. So I think this was a good move, but his lawyers did say, listen, you don't get to talk to Hunter Biden unless you pass an impeachment inquiry, which took House Republicans a long time to do because they didn't have the votes. They finally got the votes for the inquiry, but let's see if they get the votes for actual impeachment. That's going to be a lot more difficult.
Yeah, I've been curious if maybe that was a request from Dad behind the scenes and how closely he's had a hand in this behind closed doors. Who really knows? I also wanted to talk about that significant concession from House Republicans. We now know that Hunter Biden's testimony, it's not going to be recorded on camera. Lawmakers plan to rush out a transcript of the testimony maybe within 24 hours. Which side stands to gain or lose the most with that arrangement, Bob?
Well, I think always having it on video is something that certainly the aggressors or the people who are doing investigating is a good thing, because then everyone can see this. But Markie, remember that this could be a precursor to public testimony. Usually, that's what House Republicans basically said. We need to first depose Hunter Biden before public testimony. That's what, at least a while back, Hunter Biden was pushing for. So this could be the first step of a couple steps.
Yeah. And do you think we'll see that public testimony? I mean, for so long they said we're only doing it behind closed doors. James Comer then reiterated over and over, you can have it openly eventually, just not now. Does that come to fruition?
I think it's going to see it. I mean, we're going to see Hunter Biden, I think, publicly testify because this is what House Republicans wanted. They want to get first the behind closed doors interview, get the facts, get Hunter Biden's take, even if he dodges a lot of questions, and then move to the next step. So this is going to be an election year spectacle, no doubt about it.
Yeah, we'll see if today has any surprises or if this ends up being a bummer for House Republicans. Bob Cusack, good to see you. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.